Okay, I am back, and while I was gone, I took some of my iridescent medium, and I mixed it in with my green. My green was actually yellow at one point, and I added my green to it. Don't ask. I added the iridescent medium to the pink, and I added iridescent medium to the orange. Now, I need to paint the flowers. So, I am going to, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make their stems. And remember, you can kind of see the pencil marking that I previously did. And I am going to do that. Man, I gotta hold it at an angle so I can see where I put my pencil line, because I painted over it, and after I kind of go through and paint it, I will probably go over it again with the green. I'm trying to mark it out because I have to hold it at a weird angle to see it. Oh no, I just got orange on the side of my hand. Yep, I need to wipe that off. I can't wipe it off on my shirt. I'm not wearing a painting shirt today. I am wearing an actual shirt that I like. Occasionally I wear yucky t-shirts that I can just, if I get a little paint on it, I don't even have to worry because I'm like, eh. Ooh, uh-oh. I'll probably have to put a leaf there. But anyway, I like the shirt I'm wearing today. So it is paint free. I don't want to get paint on it because, you know. Paint doesn't come off easy. I mean, you can get it off. I mean, you know, if you try. A little rubbing alcohol. But, you know, you got to rinse it off quickly. And I have some old shirts that sometimes I wear while I'm painting that I don't care about. But right now, I'm wearing what I do like. Okay. Oh man, that was horrible. That's why I don't paint like this when I paint flat. Do you see how uneven that is? Awful. Okay, so I'm gonna go through. And repaint this. Oh man, this is not. I'm gonna have to paint this probably a few times. It is not covering well. That's okay. I have found that happens a lot, where you have to paint multiple times. It's also really thick, even though I added water earlier. It is kind of thick. So there's that too. the shirt I am wearing is a Nirvana shirt. Sometimes I actually listen to music while I am painting. I don't do that when I'm filming, because, you know, I don't think that's allowed. Like, listening to music. Like, you have to, like, YouTube, you will take it off. They'll be like, copyright strike. You were listening to music? Naughty. So, I don't listen to music while I'm filming. But if I'm not filming, I will be playing all kinds of music in the background. It's kind of like when you're cleaning or something. You'll just like listen to music in the background while you're doing something. Sometimes I listen to other stuff. I like listening to Reddit stories. So I can be like, and then they all stood up and clapped. Because, you know, it's like, some of these things are so ridiculous. Like, I'm a multi-billionaire. Yeah, multi-billionaire who uses Reddit. Okay. And I want to tell you all about the revenge I got on my, somebody. When you're just like listening to the story and you're like, that sounds so plausible. As a matter of fact, I've never heard a more plausible story. Not. Yeah. Y'all know. Everybody has, like, in the Reddit stories, they're always like, I'm a doctor who comes from humble beginnings. And my evil stepmom but that's okay. I actually enjoy listening to them most of the time. For what they are, fiction, some of them. Some of them you're like, yeah, that's plausible. But others you're like, not plausible. Not even remotely plausible. Okay. And then you're kind of annoyed because you're listening to the story, and as you're listening to it, you start to get annoyed because you're like, this is not something that anybody in their right mind would believe, and you feel like you're wasting your time listening to this idiotic story. And then you're getting mad because you're like, why am I listening to this bullcrap? You know why you're listening to it. You ain't got nothing better to do in your life. Or because you're doing something else. Like painting. And you can't read while you're painting. So, you know, there you go. should make up my own Reddit story for you guys. I'm kidding. Maybe. Okay. I'm gonna have to paint that more. I don't even know why I'm doing, like, I don't know. In my head, I'm forming the flower. But y'all know what I'm doing. I'm doing the same flower I've done before. I know. I'm off camera. And I'm gonna have to come back and paint everything more. This is just a rough outline because I'm gonna have to let it dry. That looks completely horrible. Please remember that when I'm doing this, it takes multiple coats, and so yeah, it may not look good. It's like, this is the rough draft of a book, but it's a painting. Ooh. You know what? Oh my goodness. I have just realized, oh my gosh. This whole time I've been painting with the wrong glasses. Y'all, I can't even see right. No wonder. I need to switch my glasses. I have like driving glasses. So my driving glasses are for distance. And then I have a pair of glasses that are for more up close stuff. And I just realized I have been been running around all day wearing the wrong glasses. Oh my. Maybe that's not a bad thing. It might be, but it might not be. You know, it might not be. I definitely, this is dry, okay. I definitely cannot see very well. And I didn't notice it until I noticed myself kind of squinting at what I was painting. And I was like, why am I squinting so hard? Yeah, that's why. Because you're an idiot. You're wearing long distance glasses. I have astigmatism, so like everything kind of like blurs. I think that's kind of why, like, I love, like, Impressionist paintings. Because I never saw individual leaves on trees until I got glasses. And I was like 19 or 20. I might have even been, you know what? I think I was 21 when I got my glasses. I was old, y'all. I was way old. Like, way too old. I was like living on my own and stuff. And I can still remember when they told me I needed glasses. I was just like, what are they talking about? I see everything just fine. And so I went out there and I couldn't see anything because like I had just had my eyes dilated and I couldn't see anything because my eyes had been dilated. So, I mean, like, I really couldn't see. And I just was like, they're like telling me I need glasses. And I just remember being so mad and gonna buy these glasses. And they're like, what do you want for your glasses? And I was like, I don't care what they look like. I'm never gonna use them. And they were like, okay, then why are you buying them? And I'm like, fine, just whatever. I don't even care. And so I literally didn't care about anything. Like what they look like, what color they were, nothing. And so the person there at the eye doctor, I think just because like I was so mad that like they were telling me I needed glasses and I just didn't believe it. So I was just like, whatever, I don't care what they look like. And they helped me pick out some glasses and I put them on and, you know, whatever, the frames, you know, they were helping me pick out frames. And I was like, you know, this is dumb. And so I had no idea what color they were what style they were, nothing. I had like tried on a bunch of pairs, and the woman was like, I think these ones suited you best. And I was like, fine, yeah, sure. And I was like, how much is the copay? And they're like, you know, because I was like, I want free glasses, you know, because I had like insurance. And, you know, this is a long time ago, and, you know, you could actually like get a pair of glasses with just insurance, and you didn't actually have to pay out of pocket that much. And so she was like, oh, they're free. They're free. And, you know, your insurance covers it, all the, you know, the frames and everything, 100%. And I was like, fine. And so, yeah, like, I don't know, it was like a week or 2 weeks. I mean, it was like a long time. And I get this call that my glasses are in, and I was just like, whatever. And so I went and I got them. And I put them on, and they were like, here, read the sign. And they're like, okay, take off your glasses and now read the sign. And I was like, oh, holy moly, you know? And then I remember leaving, and they were like, you know, whatever. And I literally, like, didn't want to ever take them off ever again. It was just, like, I remember driving and being like, I can see street signs. I can see the street signs. And I was just so floored and flabbergasted that I was not at a stop sign and I could read the street signs. Like, what? Like, people can just read street signs before they get to the stop sign? I didn't know that. I had thought that everybody did what I did, which was, you know, memorize all the street signs in a town. Because my whole entire life, I had memorized street signs, you know, even as like a little kid. And it floored me. I was just flabbergasted at how much I could see. And leaves had, you know, the trees had individual leaves, and I could see them, and I could see everything. And I was just like, oh my God. And then I went to work, and I started looking at all my coworkers, and suddenly everybody was old and ugly. It's completely true. Prior to that, because I had astigmatism, everybody had, like, the only way I can explain it is nobody had, like, fine lines. Nobody had wrinkles. Everybody had, like, that fuzzy glamour shots glow about them. So I didn't know it, but basically everybody, I was seeing them with beer goggles on. Yep. Because I had no idea what anybody actually looked like. And seeing my coworkers and realizing a lot of them were freaking old and ugly was scary. And telling that story, all I can think about is the fact that I am now older than most of my old and ugly coworkers. I am now the old and ugly one. Yeah, that was kind of interesting, like getting glasses for the first time. I highly recommend it to anybody who, like, you know, has astigmatism. So if you see, like, street lights and they look with, like, they have streaks coming out of them, you know, like at angles, like lines and stuff, Like, yeah, you have astigmatism. You need glasses. You need glasses. That's not normal. You should not have streaks coming out of headlights when they're coming at you on the road at night. And you should not have them coming out of street signs and street lights and things. So if you at night see lines, that is a very good indication you have astigmatism. But like I said, as a kid, growing up, I never knew that I needed glasses. Probably because I was never taken to an eye doctor. Or at least, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure I remember as a kid doing like the little like chart thing at a doctor's office. You know what I mean? But I can't remember actually going to a real like eye doctor. You know, just like the normal pediatrician thing. And that's not good enough, by the way. So like if you have kids and you just take them to the pediatrician's office and they pass the little chart there and you think, oh, my kid's good, don't. Like, take them to a real eye doctor. And the reason I'm saying this is my youngest, I took him to a regular pediatrician visits and he had the eye chart exam and I thought he was seeing just fine. And then I took him to an actual eye doctor, and I found out that he was virtually blind in one eye. So yeah, he could pass the chart test when he was using both eyes, but one of his eyes was just horrible. And I had no clue because I had taken him to, you know, just regular pediatricians. But my middle child, she needed glasses. And of course, you know, we have insurance. So when I made the appointment to go get her glasses, I made an appointment for my son and was told, oh my goodness, you need to do something right away because if not, we're going to have to do surgery. And I was like, what? What? Surgery? How'd we get there? But he ended up not needing surgery, which obviously is a good thing. So if you have kids, take them to actually see a real eye doctor. So, no regrets there. I was very glad that I took him in to see a real eye doctor and didn't just, you know. But again, I didn't think he had vision problems. I took him in literally just because I was taking my daughter in. And so had that not happened, that I was taking her in, you know, he might have ended up needing surgery and stuff. That's kind of scary. So. Trying to decide where I want my leaves on this one. I think I'm going to do one right here. And one right here. And I know. I'm going to have to go back in, darken them up, because, yeah. What do we think? I don't know what I think. But I will let it sit for a minute. And we'll let it sit and dry so I can do second coats. I am going to spray that and 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 all my paints. And then I'm going to let it dry. I kind of feel like, okay, I like to critique what I do. Please don't take that as a bad thing. I think it's a good thing to critique what you do. And one of the things I'm going to say about this, well, one, I think I need to do a few more curly cues and some green stems. I probably will do that. Two, I don't like how all three of these are centered. I wish I had done one up high, one up a little higher, one a little lower, a little more visually interesting. Because like the background flowers are up and down and stuff. But the middle ones, I don't like that. I kind of don't like that. I don't know what to say. Other than I don't like it. I might add a few other things, yeah. I don't know. I might just leave it like this. I don't know. I'm going to let it dry. Then I'll come back and futz. You know, because that's what I do.